Let's first start off on clear it very quickly. It's not racist. It is not racist, because you see, this is where people just want to jump and say, oh, racist, racist, oh, racism, racist. Chill. Because I follow this Instagram account and they basically post the words, and I think the key thing was where Ibra says, go do your voodoo ish, man. Go do your voodoo shit. So people were like, oh my gosh, she mentioned the voodoo. Oh, that's racist. I was like, no, it's not. And the proof that it wasn't racist was that wasn't what Lukaku got angry about. Lukaku wasn't about, oh my gosh, he said something that's racist. Lukaku's anger was when he mentioned his mother. When Ibra said, oh, go call your mother, go call your mother, go call your mother. So that's what he got angry for. And now, there's apparently a story because some people were saying it in the Instagram comments, and Hazem was saying that, oh, apparently they said that like some voodoo stuff was involved in a transfer that was being made. True or not, maybe that is what Ibra was referencing to. That, oh, maybe he's into the whole voodoo stuff, because I think um Lukaku's origin is Congolese, So, but no. So please, let's just put that to rest. It's not racist, because if it was racist, Lukaku would be angry for that word and would be like, say, oh my gosh, he racially abused me. His anger was when he mentioned his mother, which just made him go crazy, because Ibra just said, yo, go call your mother, go call your mother. And Lukaku just went what? I mean, look, Lukaku says, I'll shoot you in your head. I will F you and your mother. I mean, wow. So, clear to one side. Now, let's get back to the real thing. If they fought, you see, for me, the key is that if the fight is it's a street fight, it's a street fight, because if it's because Ibra is a black belt, so if it's like anything to do within rules, he's getting beat. So if it's like um taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, or what was it called? I've forgotten the Thai thing that they do in Thailand. He's winning because he's a martial arts expert. Now, if no rules, street fights, no holds barred, it will be interesting, because see, if let's see, the key thing about a street fights is about adrenaline, because adrenaline is what really pushes you. And I'm 100% Lukaku would have more adrenaline than Ibrahimovic, so he'd definitely be a lot more pumped up than him. But I think that Ibrahimovic just has better fighting mechanics to him. But sometimes in the street fights, passion and adrenaline can actually make you. Because thinking about the street fight is who is crazier, who is madder. Sometimes, if you're really crazy and mad, you could win. But at the same time, if you're more composed and you can pop off your fighting mechanics, you can still win against a guy who is just off his top. Because I think for Ibra, there's no adrenaline left, because it was the guy who is more angry, who is more passionate. The words that did more harm was Lukaku. So Lukaku said, "I shoot you in the head, f you and your mother." I don't think Ibra cared, because look, Ibra is just mentally he's just that kind of guy. So if they were to fight in a street fight, you see, so let's look at it. So I think Lukaku is heavier. He's definitely bigger, and he's got more muscle on. Lukaku is bigger. Does he have more muscle? I don't know. I think there may be more muscle on Ibra. Because remember, Ibra is so Lukaku may be bigger, like this, wider, but Ibra is taller. Ibra is taller, and I think Ibra may be much more in shape. So is that what I'm doing here? So for Lukaku, if he was going for him, I think if like Lukaku's tactics would be, yeah, use that adrenaline, but try and focus on it, and maybe try and tackle him down to the ground. Because I think this is what we always learn in rugby, is that the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So in rugby, the way it's told us, a man, go all the way down, even if the guy's tall, go all the way down low, get the guy's legs, put him down to the ground, because it is easier. Let's just say that's what they showed us in rugby. It is easier to take down a tall guy in rugby than a short guy, you know, because obviously the legs are longer, so you have more to really grab. So that's what Lukaku, just get him to the ground and do something. But for Ibra, because you've got a martial arts background and a fighting background, I think that can help him try to navigate Lukaku bearing down on him. So basically, for me, I'm leaning towards. I will always lean in, even in a street fight that's no holds barred. I'll lean towards the fights. And the key thing about this, yes, Ibra has fighting mechanics. Ibra's also a bit crazy as well. Because also you see, because they discuss Ibrahimovic, he's Swedish by um, what was it called? Nationality, but his origin is Eastern European. That was the Ibrahimovic. So his origin is Ibrahimovic. So for that, trust me, Eastern Europeans are about that life. Okay, Eastern Europeans are about that life. So I might take Ibra on this. I might take Ibrahimovic I might take Ibrahimovic on this man. So see. So let's just even go back to the whole thing that was said. So I think it popped up because I looked at the audio. So I think the first pop was calling Lukaku a donkey. Now, because remember, they were teammates at Man United. So that's the key to know. They were teammates at Man United. And I think I heard the commentators say that at one time they said that Ibrahimovic said he would give Lukaku £50 for every time that he could be able to control the ball. Basically, that's why because before I had the audio and everything, I basically jokingly said on Twitter that what's it called? Lukaku said what did you say? Ibra said Tim's, and Lukaku said what the hell did you say? Timberland boots. I called it Tims. You know Timberland boots you wear 12 those anvils on your feet because you can't control the ball. And I know about it since your days of Man United. Of course, Lukaku, I feel, has gotten a lot better since the Inter Milan. And I always say Lukaku is actually one of the best strikers in the world right now because I just think Conte has greatly improved him and this team has played for him. But at Man United, it was looking a bit sketchy. So I think Ibra, knowing that whole thing, them having a history, maybe that's, you're a donkey comment and so forth. Because who knows what was said before, because we just got the part of you're a donkey. Maybe Ibra was referencing just how crap he is as a player. Because what's it called? I think even in the previous game, Ibra said to a dude, I have more goals than games that you've played or something like that. So Ibra basically, this is why I was even saying this to myself that you see it a lot in American sports. You see it a lot in basketball. You see it a lot in NFL, specifically in basketball, where guys talk a lot. And I love that. That is great. My beef with football players that they're way too nice. What I love in the NBA is guys just talk that trash talk. They talk that trash talk, specifically in the game and everything, and it just adds to the extra spice of a game. That what can you do? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I love that stuff. So yeah, man. No, look. So a Lukaku and Ibra fights, man. Lukaku has that African blood, man. See, that's the thing. He's got that Congolese blood. So if he manages to harness his adrenaline, I think, and he navigates Ibra well, I think he could do something to him. So yes, Ibrahimovic has the fighting mechanics. He's got that Eastern European blood in him. Your boy has that Congolese Africanisi. He's got that Africanisi in him, man. But I'm just trying to imagine if they fought. See, I just don't know. Because you see, the thing about this is that if this was Edgar Davids is beating the crap out of Ibrahimovic. Because Edgar Davids is known where this guy has beat up guys in real life. Edgar Davids is about that life. Because there's a story where Edgar Davids, two robbers were trying to rob his car or something, and he chased them down and beat the crap out of both of these guys. So Edgar Davids is about that life, But I don't know whether Ibra or Lukaku, there's any evidence of them street fighting. Because again, martial arts ain't street fighting. Organized fighting ain't it ain't street fighting. Even MMA is maybe close. See, MMA is the closest thing to street fighting there is. But street fighting is, bro, you can do anything, bro. And you could use your fists and so forth. So guys, tell me in the comments, where do you think? It's at one hand, I'm leaning towards Ibra because of his fight. I'm going with Lukaku, man. I'm going to go with my black blood. I'm sorry. I'm going with Lukaku. I'm going with that Congolese African blood. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I think in a martial arts fight, Ibra wins. Street fights, no holds barred with Lukaku's Congolese blood. I'm riding with Lukaku, man. All right, guys, man. Tell me in the comments, who do you think would win between both of them? Like that video, subscribe. 1.